another day in the life of a doctor vlog, and as the title suggests, this vlog is going to be a day in my life being ER on call. So today I'm on call in the ER, so I'm the general surgery resident who is on call in the ER, which means that I will be taking referrals from the emergency department, and usually the referrals should mostly be suspicious of a surgical condition. That's how surgical ER calls really work. As usual, it's gonna be a 24-hour call, so right now it's 7:07 a.m. I'm on my way to the hospital. The meeting and my call starts officially at 7:30. My call will end by around 8:30 or 9 tomorrow morning. So I will take you guys along with me just to show you what the day in the life of a general surgery resident on call in the ER is. And I will try to discuss the cases that are being referred to me, and I will try to talk about the more important and more interesting cases, just so that you guys get a feel of what it's like to get surgical cases referred to you. I like being on call, ER on call, because I like to be able to see different types of cases and be able to make a judgment of what I should do and what management the patient requires, and that takes a lot of good judgment from your side. Obviously, I discussed the cases with my senior as well, who's also on call today, but I'm usually the only one who sees the patient and assesses the patient, checks their labs, order for further investigations or even imaging if required. Sometimes the patients may require admission, otherwise the patients can be discharged. Anyway, I'm super excited to take you guys with me because I've only done a day in the life of a doctor when I am OT or ward on call, and I've obviously done a week in the life of a doctor. In that as well, I was on call, but I was again ward or OR on call. So I think it'll be pretty nice to show you guys this side of my calls as well. So yeah, that's the plan for today. That's what I'm planning to show you guys today. I really hope you enjoyed this vlog. Please give it a thumbs up if you are already excited for the vlog, and I'll see you guys in a bit. Hey everyone, so currently it's 8:25 in the evening, and even though I'm not even close to being done with my call, it has already been such a crazy call. I didn't have any referrals throughout the morning, so I had time to finish the ward rounds, which was the normal daytime posting that we have. But other than that, I didn't have any other referrals, and then suddenly at 2 p.m. I got 3 referrals at the same time, and all were pretty sick patients. Well, 2 of them were really sick. One of them was a straightforward acute appendicitis, which you know, he was not perforated or he didn't have generalized peritonitis, so I guess he was not that sick, at least not as sick as the other two. And the other patients, one patient came with acute renal failure, but on top of it, his CT scan showed an intra-abdominal collection. So that was sort of like a toss-up between nephrology team and our team of general surgery. And then we had a case of a female who had inflammatory bowel disease who came with abdominal pain, and obviously we take most abdominal pains very seriously, but she was extra tender, so that excuse me. Anyway, so this patient was also quite tender when you examine her abdomen. So we did a CT scan for her. She's not really willing for admission. We at least convinced her to do a CT scan just to find out what's going on with her, and she agreed, thankfully. Just a while ago, I got a referral for a patient with anal pain. So obviously I checked the patient, I asked him a quick history, and when I did, he basically had the pain for about 3 days. And when I did a perectal exam, or first I looked at his perianal region from outside, it looked pretty okay. It didn't seem to have any abnormalities there. I sort of palpated around the anus and there was no tenderness. But then when I did a PR exam, I could feel a boggy swelling inside at the 5 o'clock position, so 5 o'clock in lithotomy position. And that could be a perianal abscess, and he was very tender at that point when I touched the boggy swelling. Usually for patients with anal conditions, especially if you're suspecting or you see a fistula, you need to do a proctoscopy exam. A proctoscope is basically a instrument where it's like a small tube-shaped or a cylindrical device that you put into the anus and then remove the inside to look at the anal canal. Oh no! But this patient was in so much pain, it's just torture to make them go through that again. Already a perectal exam with your finger is painful, so just imagine doing it with a proctoscope. That's going to be super painful. So I did not make the patient have to endure that, and I just skipped that. I offered it to him, but he said absolutely not, and I don't blame him, so I didn't really fixate on that too much. So yeah, these are the cases I got so far, but it's only 8:30, so I don't know how the night is gonna be. Usually my nights, you know, I do get a few hours of rest, but then it does get busy at one point. So I'm not super toxic when it comes to the patient inflow during my calls, but yeah, it does keep me on my feet, and I don't mind that. I think it's very interesting and very exciting to go to the ER and, you know, see my patients and everything. Ooh, and I wanted to share with you guys a really amazing incident that happened today. I met one of you guys here at the hospital. I just had my lunch and I was going down the stairs and two girls who are actually medical students, they caught up with me and they said, "Hi, Dr. Raga." And I thought, oh, I think I know them, but I don't remember them. And I said, "I'm so sorry, I don't remember where I know you girls from." And they were like, "No, we're meeting you for the first time. We know you through your YouTube channel." I was like, "Really?" They were like, "Yeah, we love your YouTube videos. We love it. It's so inspirational. We love watching your videos." And honestly, my heart was melting. I thought, wow. And I even thanked them. I was like, "Thank you so much for watching my videos, and thank you for the compliment. And I'm so glad that you enjoy my videos. You guys are the reason I'm making these videos, and it just makes me happy that you are actually enjoying them." And in the end, they asked me for a selfie with them. I thought that was pretty cute because obviously I'm no one. I'm just making these videos on YouTube, and the fact that two of you guys came up to me and you know, told me that you know me from my YouTube channel and wanted to take a selfie with me, I thought that was pretty cute. And I honestly, my heart melted, and I just remembered the reason why I started doing all of this. I just love this. I love helping people. I love it that you guys get some sort of inspiration from me, and you guys are able to motivate yourselves through my channel. And this is exactly what gives me all the energy to film these videos for you and put all the effort in filming and editing and uploading. Even though it takes time, it's so worth it. And I definitely know I'm going to continue doing these kinds of videos, and further inspire you as much as I can and take you guys along with me on my crazy journey of residency. So yeah, I just wanted to share that very sweet moment with you guys. So during this hectic on-call day, that sweet thing happened, and it just makes your entire day, you know, it just makes your entire month even for me. So yeah, anyway, I'll keep you guys posted whenever I get a referral from the ER, and I will let you guys know what the referral is and take you guys along with me, and obviously mention the time at which I'm being called, etc. See you guys soon. Currently it's almost 7 a.m. and as you guys know already by now, the meeting starts at 7:30. So I'm towards the end. I'm at the last half hour of my shift, my ER on call, and I have already prepared for all my cases. I prepare for all my cases in this diary. I basically put all the patients' information here with their labs that I need to know. Obviously, I can check the computer system and Epic to find out the information of the patients, but it's just easier and more organized for me this way. So I prefer doing it this way. So right now, I just finished preparing on all the patients that I saw. I got called in for a patient who had severe anal pain. And the patient did have a perianal abscess, which was very big. When I examined the patient in his perianal area, there was active pus discharge and bleeding from the site, and I tried to clean it up a bit and then see how big the abscess was. And yeah, the patient's inflammatory markers were not that high, except for his white cell count, which was on the higher side. It was 14. Obviously, I gave him a shot of antibiotics in the ER, and then we admitted him in the male surgical ward, and I posted him for incision and drainage of the perianal abscess, which should happen today, hopefully in the morning. It's very important for patients with perianal or perineal abscesses to take it very seriously, especially if the patient is diabetic, because if you don't treat it or surgically treat it, in other words, do an incision and drainage to drain the pus and treat the infection, there's a very high risk that the patient can go into a Fournier's gangrene, which is basically necrotizing fasciitis of the genital area and the scrotum and the penis in the case of a male, obviously. And that is a very obviously a terrible condition to have, and it can be life-threatening. So it's very important to counsel the patients, and if they don't understand the seriousness of the condition and the need for admission, you need to counsel them. And that's actually what I had to do with this patient. He just wanted antibiotics and wanted to go home, but I told him that, you know, not just because of the pain but because of the infection, he had the high risk of Fournier's gangrene, and I explained to him what it was. And then I could tell from his expression that he understood the gravity of the situation, and he finally agreed for admission, and I admitted him and posted him for surgery. Yeah, that's my on-call for today. I will catch up with you guys once the meeting is done and let you know how the meeting went and if any other new updates have come up. And yeah, see you soon. Everyone, so I got done with the meeting and now I'm sitting in my car ready to go home. I'm pretty tired. I don't think I mentioned how much I slept, because I think you guys are very interested to know how much I slept during my call. I slept this time for about 2.5 hours, which is not so much, but you know, you're a general surgery resident. That's not gonna happen. You're not gonna get much sleep when you're a general surgery resident on call. But yeah, I feel a little tired, but I'm okay. I can still drive home and I don't have any problems with that. And I hope you guys enjoyed this day in the life of me being ER on call. I love filming it for you guys, even though it's kind of a challenge sometimes to manage both, you know, the stress of the call as well as documenting the interesting things and interesting cases for you guys. But I do take it like a challenge, and I do do it because I really enjoy putting up footage for you guys and putting up videos for all of you. And it makes me really happy that I can, you know, give some sort of inspiration or motivation for some of you out there. So this is the end of my call, my end of my 24 or 26 hour call, I should say. And I know that this ER call was mostly referrals of patients who are having perianal conditions or anal conditions, and that's usually the trend for most of my ER calls. There'll be type of patient that is more predominant. So in some of my ER calls I get more anal and perianal conditions, like today or like yesterday and today. And sometimes I get all my patients with intestinal obstruction, and sometimes it's all acute appendicitis. It just depends, and some days are so specific for that condition. This call of mine was all about the anal conditions. Yeah, so I hope that I educated you guys a little bit about anal conditions and anal pain, the differential diagnoses. I know it might be a little TMI for some of you, but that's just how it is. And especially if you're gonna be a general surgery resident, yep, get used to that. You're gonna see a lot of that. You're gonna examine a lot of patients. You're gonna be doing a lot of PRs, a lot of proctoscopy exams. So yeah, right now I think I'm gonna go home and crash. I'm probably gonna eat something, take a quick shower, and just hit the sheets. I am so tired, but I really enjoyed taking you guys along with me. Please, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and let me know in the comments bar below what you thought about it, and if you had any fun experiences being on call. And also please give me suggestions of what types of videos you want to see, or if you want to see more types of day in the life of a doctor videos, whether ER or OT on call, or if you'd prefer to see more week in the life vlogs, which I will also be recording for you guys. So if you're not already subscribed to my channel, please press on that red subscribe button down below. Stay tuned for my upcoming videos, and until I see you guys in my next video, bye!